Hey everyone, just here to share my coaching story with you really quick. Um, I'll try and keep it short and sweet. I know I could probably go on and on for hours about this, but um, basically it starts way back when I was in college. I've always liked exercising. I've always tried to find time for it. Healthy eating, probably not so much back in college, but when you're young, I guess you don't really need to focus on that as much. Um, so in college, exercised a lot. Even, once I got out of school and started my career teaching, I was going to the gym after work, felt great. And then I turned 30 and everything just went downhill. I was feeling really horrible. I didn't know what was wrong with me, but I did know that I was gaining weight and I didn't know why. And I was really focusing a lot on my health and fitness to try and combat the effects of turning 30. And I thought maybe just my hormones and everything were kind of going crazy. But what happened is I turned 30. I was married. I was drinking a lot with my neighbors. We had just moved into a new neighborhood. And my husband and I were not eating healthy at all. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe it's just that I'm drinking too much and I'm not eating healthy. And so what happened was, I started doing Insanity, when I turned 30, of course, cause I just was tired. I was exhausted. I had no energy. And my two girlfriends would come over and we'd work out in my basement. And, it was pretty regular. We were being really good about, 3 to 4 days a week at least. And they were seeing results and having more energy and feeling better. And I just was feeling worse. So, didn't know what was going on. But I got really discouraged and I gave up. So that was just the regular Insanity that I was doing. And at that time, like I said, I was being better about my diet. I really tried to clean it up and eat more vegetables and fruits, but really wasn't seeing any results. So emotionally, I was just in a really bad place. And my family couldn't even tell you that I was really depressed, sad, just not my normal self. And so the other issue was I wasn't given my period. I didn't really know why. I had gone off the birth control pill and my period just did not reinstate itself. So I finally went to the doctor probably after 9 months of not having my period and just feeling horrible. And they did a simple blood test and it turns out I was hypothyroid. And for those of you that don't know, it's when your thyroid gland kind of either shuts down or just is not functioning properly. And so I was really surprised to hear this. But nevertheless, went on medicine. I started to feel better, but the weight did not come off. I was, still trying to work really hard at exercise and eating right, but the weight didn't come off right away. So, fast forward about 5 years when I was 35, still sort of battling with it, getting better with my diet, making some improvements, but I just remember coming home from work one night and I'm an assistant principal, so I work really long hours and it's stressful and there's a lot of responsibility. And at 7 o'clock at night, I told my new fiance that I just was exhausted. I mean, it was 7 o'clock. I wanted to go to bed. I literally passed out at 7 o'clock and would wake up at 6 o'clock the next morning still feeling tired. So, at that point, I knew my levels were okay, like my blood levels. So I knew it wasn't my thyroid. I was on the correct dosage of medicine and everything, but feeling just still crappy. So I saw a post from my coach, Jackie, and she had put something on Instagram, something having to do with how feeling defeated by food and let me help you get more energy. And I was like, yes, this is what I need. So I contacted her and said, sign me up. Where do I sign up? And I started with PiYo, which is Pilates and yoga, a little bit faster paced. And then of course, Shakeology. So that is pretty much where my journey started with Beachbody. I did not sign up right away as a coach. I bought a challenge pack and I saw results within 4 weeks. It was amazing. I felt great. I had more energy. I felt just better. I knew I was putting something really good into my body with the shakes. So about a month later, she asked, have you ever thought about coaching? And I said, no, not really. What do I have to do? And she just kind of led me through the process. And because I felt so successful and so much better about myself, it was a no-brainer. I'm like, sure, sign me up. I'll take the discount for Shakeology. And that's how it all started. I was not planning on building a business with this, but that's just inevitably what happened because I just was feeling good and I was sharing it on Facebook. And unexpectedly, people started contacting me about what I was doing and what my goals were and what tools was I using. And all I was doing was sharing. And so once I started seeing that I could help other people, that for me was that was the end of it. So now I'm all in. I'm continuing it on only because, number one, I'm helping people. Number two, I'm helping myself. And I'm, feeling great. This is probably the best I've ever felt in honestly probably 8 years, having to do with the whole transition with hypothyroidism and everything. So that's my story. Here I am. I'm about a year into it. And I feel great. And Beachbody is a wonderful company. I just keep getting, the new programs to keep things fresh and new for myself. And that's been the ticket for me. And now my fiance is drinking Shakeology. His son is drinking Shakeology. My fiance has dropped his cholesterol points, probably about 80 points. He went to the doctor within like 4 months of starting the shakes. And we just do 1 shake a day. And his cholesterol has dropped like 80 points. His doctor was amazed. And so, I'm not saying it's the right thing for everyone, but it's a great product. And I just plan on continuing on. So why not get the discount on the shakes to start with? And then, once you start inspiring other people, that's when, inevitably the money kind of comes afterwards. So if your heart's in the right place and you think this is going to be something that will change your life and maybe you can inspire other people, I would highly recommend becoming a Beachbody coach. So I hope you all have a great day and I hope this helps and we'll talk to you soon.